Welcome back, friends. We are riding high from last week's accomplishment of finishing our rigging project. We are feeling closer than ever to casting our lines and setting sail. But there is one elephant in the room, and that is Boundless's booty. She has sat at the dock for way too long now in the tropical heat. Let's just say her booty is filthier than a... It's nastier than a... It's dirtier than a... Her hull needs cleaned. Well, sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, and buckle in for 4 days of what we like to call the Boatyard Boogie. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's happening today?
Today's a big day. We haul out Boundless for the first time to get a nice clean bottom and place the zincs and do some maintenance like that before we get ready to take off. It's exciting. It feels more real, like actually like hauling out, like getting it clean and
Yeah, like it's our boat.
yeah. Look how bad it is. You think it's gonna need a coat of paint?
I found my weapon. Muriatic acid is the Spanish name for it.
Oh.
Hydrochloric acid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, and just like that, it started monsooning. Yeah, because everybody knows we didn't have a survey done.
It really needs cleaned, so we're actually getting towed over there because we don't want to ruin the folding prop. It's probably like barnacled shut. We'll haul out and hopefully everything goes well. They'll pressure wash it for us and get us put on stands.
We're gonna be living aboard on the hard.
Yep, in the jungle.
Okay, so we have two dinghies, one on the bow, one on the stern right now, and the yard workers, I've heard, are very good at maneuvering boats like this, so we're kind of just along for the ride, but I'm making little rudder adjustments as they need it to help them turn the boat around corners and stuff. Since we bought it, we have not moved the boat. This is definitely kind of cool, seeing the boat gliding through the water. The change from being at the dock, albeit very small, is very nice. So someone's in the water right now, putting the slings where they need to be. And here we go. Big boat, Katie. What are your thoughts?
It's exciting. It feels more real, like actually like hauling out, like getting it clean and
Yeah, like it's our boat.
yeah. Still remembered how to throw a line.
Yeah, I saw that. You really nailed that line throw,
Yeah.
the line toss. Oh my gosh.
The important part is the sailing that no one talks about.
Yeah, line tossing.
My fun.
That's not even a propeller anymore. Did you see that? What the heck? This was definitely the right decision, right?
Right? Is there any questions about it? Look how bad it is. I just want to like give them all cards that say thank you with like a gift.
hauling out, scraping, pressure washing, being set on stands, and then relaunching the boat is expensive. That doesn't include any money spent on materials while working on your boat out of the water. We were questioning if the $1,000 expense was needed right now. Oh, nice. Boy, they do a thorough job. But after seeing all that growth, we knew it was money well spent.
Freaking worth it.
Yeah. So now we watch our home become a land yacht on a different kind of cruise. Gift of Fury, the second. You wanted more fury. In the sequel, there is the most fury.
All right, what's the
All right.
stitch?
Welcome to the boatyard and the first time we've ever seen our new boat out of the water. She's enormous.
It's like
and-
climbing up a 2-story building.
Yeah, it really is. So you can see here, this is the blue bottom paint that's underneath the red. Julian and Colin alternated bottom paint colors. You can really tell when one coat is wearing through to another coat. This bottom paint was put on like 8 months ago, I think. But because of all these barnacle bases that,
A year ago, honey.
A year
It's
ago?
November.
so all these barnacle bases that like don't want to really come off of here, that's all surface that barnacles are going to want to grow right back onto. So we are going to put a coat of bottom paint on after we sand this enormous boat hull. My credit card is smoking. We hear the bottom paint is about $400 a gallon here, which is what, about twice the amount? Of course, we haven't bought bottom paint for a while, so maybe inflation and everything, maybe it's just
Materials have just
materials
gone
have gone up.
up. But also, I'm sure it's also like
Yeah.
crazy.
So another thing that we have on this boat that isn't like we had on Seawind is a folding propeller. This is a Gory folding propeller. It is stuck. It does not want to go back. The 3 blades feather back for when you're sailing. Well, it's stuck, and it was stuck completely. I just got it to start working a little bit. You can see all the shit in the gears. So this all needs cleaned and then re-greased. But on top of that, the prop needs painted. Look at Katie's sunglasses.
They're gooder. No sponsorship yet. It would be nice. But we really like them because they wrap around. And I am prone to migraines. So sometimes when I'm in the sun all day and squinting, I get headaches. So I currently am fighting one off right now. Any other folks out there, if they are cruisers and they also suffer from migraines, what do you do? Put it in the comments. We can make a little migrainers community.
All right, let's go spend a couple $1,000s and then sand our life away for the next couple days.
Yeah,
Couldn't ask for better weather though. Hopefully it keeps up.
hopefully it sticks.
All right, she's ready to go.
It's because we spent a lot of money.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, I
I
do too.
usually don't like ball caps.
We've never used this before.
Make the prop go fast.
Yeah, it's a paint that won't let things grow on the
Yeah.
prop, hopefully.
Yeah.
Got the GoPro, got the sanders outside, got a step ladder,
Do you have a suit?
got a suit, got extension cords.
Got chocolate on your face?
I have chocolate on my face. This Pro Bar is like biting into a rock. Oh, I feel a little better now. Spent $1,300 on paint and supplies, which is less than I thought it was going to be. Do you think it's twice the size of surface area as Seawind?
Yeah. That's okay.
Throw something on my face.
That's better.
Yeah, I think it's like at least, like 30% bigger, if not 50% bigger. Mm-hmm. It's a big boat. Let's go. Hot box. Talking to the camera. All right, are you ready? Let's start sanding. Hey. Hi. How's it going?
Good.
I like your stance.
Thanks.
All the drinks. Gracias, mi amor.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh?
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. So we have approximately maybe
Oh,
a fifth of one side done. What do you think? Or maybe a little more?
okay, like
A fourth? No. Yeah, a fourth.
a fourth.
A fourth, solid fourth.
Yeah.
We bought a bigger boat. This sure lets us know that. At least the boat's in really good shape. Like the bottom. No fiberglass issues, no blisters.
You know, we did the rig, which was hard work, and it was, I don't know, took some time. But then we have something like this, like sanding the hull of your boat in the jungle during like rainy season when it's so hot and so humid and it's so monotonous. Like sanding takes forever. I really wanted to hire the folks to do it because I was like, our time is, you know, time is money. But then like getting to do it and knowing that like I'll be balancing work and, you know, helping out where I can, just when we leave and the boat goes in the water and we know every inch of this hull and we've seen every inch of this hull because we sanded it and we painted it.
Yeah.
It makes like everything so much better. So that way when we are like diving on the hull, we know like, and even me, like I know what it's supposed to look like. It's just like a mixture.
It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, sweetie.
Love you.
Oh, look, sea wind. There she is. Aw. Maybe we'll have a tattoo of Boundless someday too.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know if I'd want to get another sailboat,
Yeah.
but something.
Yeah, Sea Wind,
like
it was like our first boat. That was, that was the whole reason for it.
our first boat. We built our relationship on that boat. So many things.
All right, back to sanding.
I have this.
Get back to work. Love you, sweetie.
Love you.
Tuna sandwiches? Tuna sandwiches? Good job
like
today.
Sleep right there.
Yeah, I know. We're just gonna sleep here standing up.
When you buy a used car, the best way to get to know that car is to wash it yourself by hand. Sanding the hull of the boat is our version of that. You get to know every detail and every little imperfection or defect. Boundless is a big girl and Boundless is a big girl. Boundless is a thick girl. Should I do that one? Boundless is a big girl. And to the surprise of the yard workers, Katie and I made really quick work of sanding through millions of barnacle bases. Last push.
Yeah.
Just a little bit to do up to the bow there. Don't let the quick time lapse fool you though. This work is grueling and can be dangerous if you end up dehydrated in the jungle heat and humidity. How are you holding up? We were glad to have put it behind us quickly, but one question remained, and that was, how the heck do I remove all of the rock-hard calcium from our propeller? I found my weapon for shining up the propeller. You have to have a real light touch, this abrasive surface. I've used these before for like repainting trailers and stuff where you take the paint off down to the metal. Very light touch, it removes it very easily. Minimal effort as far as like force goes. So we had a bunch of calcium in here. It was built up in the gears. And one of the yard workers, Jesus, suggested muriatic acid, which I looked up. It's hydrochloric acid. Watch what it does to the calcium here. See how it bubbles? It reacts with the calcium and it just melts it.
I gotta come this way.
Yeah, come this way. So I've just been carefully painting this inside of here and it's just dissolving and making it look like brand new. So I'm glad I looked up what muriatic acid is though, because this is some wicked stuff, you know?
Have you ever got hydrochloric acid on your skin like in chemistry class?
No,
Oh, you don't want to. It freaking hurts.
There's a chemistry lesson for you.
What does hydrochloric acid do to calcium?
What does hydrochloric acid do to calcium?
Destroys
It
it.
destroys.
All right.
All right.
Get to it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've been to it. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Well, today is day 3 or 2, depending on how you look at the hours that we've been working on all this. Yesterday was really good. We got all the hull sanded. I just have to do some detailing around some like through hulls and stuff. I have to do a little bit of hand detailing around some stuff like that. But we pretty much got the whole thing ready to go. All right, so we have here a storm that's coming. Might be blowing that way though. Oh, that's nice. So this is Prop Glide. It is a very slippery paint for propellers, especially folding propellers, that doesn't allow any growth, or supposed to not allow any growth, to stick to it. And so we have a primer and a primer hardener, and then the top coat. And you can see here that from that hydrochloric acid and the sanding, I've prepped the entire prop. I'm not touching it with my hands right now because I don't want to get any of my oils from my fingers on it. So I've wiped it with acetone and it is ready to go. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge with the rain that's potentially coming, but we're going to give it a go. Wish me luck. Well, and just like that,
It started monsooning, but I think we got it. The paint is hard. Guess we'll know tomorrow. Man, I just scrambled to put all this stuff in a spot where it's not getting poured on. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Look at this rainbow. Beautiful. We really made some good progress. I can't believe in less than 2 days, really, because we only had about 4 hours sanding yesterday after gathering all the materials and the haul out itself and them cleaning the bottom with the pressure washer and everything. It's been quite the journey. We have made some great gains. I am very happy. Hoping, please, fingers crossed for us, all of you people out there watching, that tomorrow it does not rain and that it is as beautiful as yesterday and today, because I really need one more day of lucky weather to paint the bottom and finish the propeller. We're definitely gonna be moving our launch date back. We were supposed to go in day after tomorrow, but because the propeller is a little more complicated than I thought it was going to be, we're gonna have to move the date back a little tiny bit. Just a wash down now. This is just getting all the sanding dust off. This girl.
Go ahead. I just had to push my arm back to grab this. It's like supported.
You did so good today.
Thank you.
I mean, you did incredible. Yesterday and today. You are a beast when it comes to like working.
Sorry.
I mean, thank you. How many hours do you think that was, like total?
Well, we were up at 6.
Well, wish us luck. Fingers crossed. Cross everything you have. Tomorrow needs to be a really nice day so we can put this damn bottom paint on. All right, we're ready to paint. I got the blue tape on the water line. I got my friend here. He doesn't speak English too well, but he's gonna help me paint. So you're gonna be in a video.
Hello.
This is my friend. What's your name again?
Adil.
He's gonna help me paint the hull today. We just mixed up some paint. We're gonna get going here. Where do you want to start? You want to start up here or back there? Yeah. All right, we have ourselves a painter here. Check him out. We did it. My helper was perfect. I basically ran around with a brush and he rolled the field and I detailed all around all the fittings. It was really, really nice working with him. Thank you so much. I think his name is Adil. Adil. There's a lot of phrasing or pronunciation in there that I'm butchering, so I apologize if you end up watching this video. Boundless has a new bottom. Look at that. Tell me that isn't satisfying. least the positioning is perfect. I guess blue and purple go well together. I guess all we can do is laugh at this one. We are a purple Hermitage PA and a blue Boundless. I guess that's fitting though, we are a little bit weird. And so is our hailing port. All right, that is a wrap on the propeller rehabilitation. It has been an interesting journey, but we have a beautifully clean and smooth working Gory folding propeller now. So when we are sailing, the prop feathers back like that. You can see how everything is in line and nothing is causing any drag in the water. When we go to put it in forward, when we start the engine up, it swings open in forward. When we go to reverse, we put it in neutral, and the movement of the water across the hull, because the boat is moving, feathers it back again, and then when you put it in reverse, it swings open the other way. How does it know? I don't know. I think it's because it's weighted a certain way, and that's just how it is, but I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Then there's a really interesting thing that you can do with this. It's called overdrive. You're motoring in forward like normal, which has this certain amount of pitch. You briefly put it in neutral and then reverse, and then you put it from reverse into forward without letting it feather. And so then it stays in reverse but pushing forward, and it's a more aggressive pitch. You can actually cruise at your hull speed at a lower engine RPM, so theoretically you can conserve fuel. It's like an overdrive. So we'll see how that goes. The yard crew moved to the stands so I could sand, wash, and paint under them. And after, I continued to marvel in the engineering that is our propeller. New zincs and tinkering with everything else that I could possibly think of before splashing filled my last day on the hard. The next morning, we were first on the list and the crew was eager to get their day started, so we were kicked off the boat and watched as they began the process of moving our 25,000-pound home back to where she belongs.
Parker gave me the job of reporting, but I gotta eat a snack first. Most people in the middle of their 9 to 5 don't say hey. Going offline. I'll be back online. Gotta move my home back into the water. But here I am.
It's go time. Kind of snuck up on us, huh?
Mm-hmm. As it does.
Yeah. All right. Well, the boat is moving. Here you are. It always happens all of a sudden. Katie had a bunch of calls today. She is like in a tornado of work. The, oh, shit. I don't know if I tightened down that damn, the knot meter thing. There she goes. Back to her rightful spot, floating.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you to drive the boat?
Say an 8.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah. It's been, what did we counted the months? 7 months?
7 months since we drove a boat.
Since we drove a boat. The last one was Seawind. It's been quite a while. This is a bigger boat, 10 feet on Seawind. Different beasts, different propeller. There's a shift lever and a throttle lever, whereas on Seawind it was a one lever dual action. Kind of nervous, but I'm sure we'll be all right. It's like riding a bike.
And it's a big bike.
And it's a big bike, yeah. And down she goes, slowly. There we go. I hear water.
Got it?
Yeah. Go. Yeah. All right, here we go. Gracias. Anticipation is often what gets my nerves going, and I was absolutely terrified of driving our new boat for the first time, trusting in the engine and all of the systems, and making it back to the dock without hitting anything. All right, we're moving. In the minute we were backing out of the well, as I began to feel control in reverse, nudging her stern to starboard, and the power of the engine as I shifted to forward, stopping our backward motion, we were both impressed. All right. Yeah. Yeah, very, very maneuverable. Not a lot of wind, and we're gonna have a little bit of a headwind coming into the dock, looks like, so that's good. And blowing us away from Steve's boat. Feels like a very foreign boat right now, that's for sure. We knew Seawind and her characteristics like we know ourselves.
Ready?
Daryl, I told you not these people again, man.
Here's the mixer.
I told you to put somebody else there.
So this is the very first moment of Boundless building trust with us and us building trust with Boundless. So it was cool. We did it, people. That is recording, right? We hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back week after week to support our channel and watch our videos, whether you get entertained from it or you learn something from it or you laugh. Whatever it is, thank you for coming back. We ask that you subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the notification bell because that really helps get our videos spread across YouTube, and also the notifications will make sure that you do not miss one that we upload. If you really love our videos, then you can head over to patreon.com/sailingseawind to check it out. A special shout out to all of our patrons. We can't thank you enough for your support and your love. It means the world to Katie and I. Next week, we finish some rigging details, put up the sails, provision, and after recovering from getting our asses handed to us on our first ever passage, we finally catch a glimpse of the familiar beauty that is cruising as we sail to the San Blas Islands.